What is up, guys? Scaredy Cat here, and today continues our series that I'm doing about TBC class overviews, which asks the question, which class should you play and which class would you enjoy? So continuing on with our series, we have the Hunter. The key element to Hunters is that they're a highly mobile ranged DPS marksman, as well as having a pet companion that works alongside you throughout your adventures. So the first question we ask is, what are Hunters? So summed up, Hunters are a ranged marksman class that operates with a bow or a gun. They deal damage from afar and they're highly mobile compared to casters who have to be stationary when they channel their cast. Hunters are a flavorful class because on top of doing damage and being cool in general, they have a ton of RP elements with their pet in terms of leveling up their loyalty to you, feeding them, and teaching them new skills and abilities. You should be considering playing Hunter if you like ranged damage dealers or marksman class in general and find the RP elements of taming and leveling up a pet to be fun and interesting. Hunters have 3 specs: Beast Mastery, Marksmanship, and Survival. So the first specialization the Hunters get is Beast Mastery. As the name implies, this specialization has a heavy emphasis on helping out your pet companion. Every Hunter talent selection helps them deal damage, but Beast Mastery puts the emphasis on your pet instead of yourself. Because of this specialization is the go-to leveling spec, as your pet makes solo content very easy and can tank for you. Some of this spec's iconic abilities are Intimidation, which makes your pet run towards and stun a target for 3 seconds. Spirit Bond, you and your pet regenerate total HP per 10 seconds just for being by each other. And their most iconic ability is Bestial Wrath / Beast Within, which makes it so your pet and yourself become enraged, dealing bonus damage and becoming immune to some CC. It's a very powerful cooldown. You should consider playing Beast Mastery if you like the marksmanship gameplay, but also really like the emphasis on pet-driven combat and the RP elements that come alongside it. So the second spec that Hunters get is Marksmanship, and just as the name implies, it heavily focuses on your own damage and bursts from afar. This differs from Beast Mastery because this spec emphasizes entirely on offensive damage output. Some of Marksmanship's most iconic abilities are Aim Shot, which is a channeled, very powerful ability that reduces the healing received by the target, True Shot Aura, which increases the attack power of yourself and all other party members, and Silencing Shot, which deals damage and silences for 3 seconds, making it great for fighting casters. Because of these and other abilities, Marksmanship Hunters do very well versus casters and hit very hard. You should consider playing Marksmanship Hunter if you really like the PvP or if you just like burst focus range combat. So the last of the Hunter specs is a Survival spec, which is more of a defensive-oriented spec, and it combines elements of both the other specs, but also has some focus on melee ability. Because of this, a lot of their talents buff their defensive abilities and traps. Some of their most iconic abilities are Deterrence, which increases dodge and parry chance heavily for 10 seconds, Wyvern Sting, a shot that puts a target to sleep, and Readiness, which when used immediately refreshes the rest of the Hunter's cooldowns, helping them stay offensive or refresh their defensive cooldown. Because of these abilities and others, Survival is kind of the jack-of-all-trades Hunter spec. It has a little emphasis on offense, defense, and CC abilities. You should consider playing Survival Hunter if you like the idea of playing a defensive, CC-oriented marksman class. So that basically sums up the 3 specs Hunters have: Beast Mastery, Marksmanship, and Survival. You should mainly consider playing Hunter if you really like playing ranged marksman classes, specifically with a bow or gun, as they are the only one of these in the game, and I find them to be very fun personally. I mained them back in the original Burning Crusade, and I may be playing them again this time around. So yeah, that about sums it up for the second video in our series, this one having to do with the Hunter overview for Burning Crusade. Let me know in the comments section if this helped you decide what you're playing, or let me know what you are planning on playing, as I will continue these for the other classes. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, as there's more to come, and I'll see you in the next one.